Pronounced or pronounced every pony. This is BronyDan. It's not original, but hey, you try coming up with originality these days. Okay, looks like it's time for the traditional Spike episode. Another 20 minutes of flimsy characterization, poor morals, and what? This one's good? How good are we talking? Like, Gauntlet of Fire good? Better than Gauntlet of Fire? Okay, well that's a tall order, but hey, I like your optimism. Okay, judging by what he's just said, let's just take a look at this one. This is Molt Down. We open with Spike and Rarity going to look for phoenix nests, mostly for Pee-wee.
Can't imagine why you set him free.
Phoenixes aren't meant to be domesticated. Even in the wild, they like to keep to themselves.
Ahem. Fascinating creatures, phoenixes. They can carry immensely heavy loads, their tears have healing powers, and they make highly faithful pets. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have to go with the rolling on this one. Also, didn't Celestia have a pet phoenix back in season 1? Or is this just another case of forgetting what already happened in your fucking show? But apparently Spike has got a stone scale which is causing some irritation. Or to put it simply, a zit. So, yeah. This episode is going to be talking to us about puberty.
This is gonna get really weird.
It only seems to get worse the next morning as Spike's face now looks like a kaleidoscope and belching large quantities of fire.
I used to get terrible breakouts anytime I had a final exam with Celestia, who probably never had a blemish her whole life.
Whoa, where did that come from? Twilight politely kicks Spike out of the castle as he tries to hide his blemishes from Rarity.
Sorry, Rarity, but I am super busy all day giving tours of the school.
Really? I thought I was giving tours today. Guess not. Free day!
Well, it turns out things only get worse as Spike now can't control the volume of his voice as he swaps between croaking and shouting, which catches the eye of Smolder.
Wow, I have seen some pretty bad molts in my time, but yours takes the cake.
Molts?
So this next scene is all about talking about the horrors of dragon puberty, or the molt as it's referred to, as a stage in which a dragon grows up and is kicked out of the family to make it on his own. Although I can't help but think, if this is what the male dragons go through, imagine what the female dragons go through. Because if it's anything like ours, it must be the most terrifying thing ever. No wonder Ember's mostly grumpy. Also, there's a stench that apparently attracts predators like rocks that will kill them.
So Twilight's kicking me out and the only creatures who don't find me disgusting want to eat me?
Seriously, I heard none of that.
How exactly have dragons managed to survive this long if this is what it takes to grow up? Well, Spike decides to try and delay the inevitable by going to Zecora's for treatment, only for Rarity to show up on account that she's gone deaf.
1 minute I was sewing phoenix feathers onto a dress, and the next I couldn't hear my own voice. It turns out that I talk to myself while I sew, and without that conversation I simply can't think.
It's the only way I can have a decent conversation! I find it ironic that something Phoenix-related caused this when something Phoenix-related could easily cure it. Remember? Phoenix tears? Healing powers? Am I the only one who takes this shit seriously? Yes. So Spike manages to get out without Rarity seeing, only to...
I'm hiding from that!
The eagles are revolting! Okay, never mind the dragons not being extinct yet. How the hell have the ponies not been preyed on by these things? I mean, seriously, it's bigger than an actual dragon! So the Rock manages to snatch up Zecora and Rarity, but it's up to Deus Ex Twilina to help and Spike.
What's
and Spike is dead. We hope you've enjoyed his involvement over the series over the past 8 years, but we feel it is time for it to be written out in time for Generation 5. This statue, therefore, will stand as a monument to... Ah, never mind. I guess I gotta cancel the state funeral and the parade as well, and holy shit, Spike has wings!
I just sprouted wings!
Finally, all those years of drinking Red Bull have finally paid off! So now Spike is able to help Twilight in stopping the Rock, save Rarity and Zecora, and Twilight reassures Spike that she won't be sending him away. Truly the only thing that we can end this momentous moment on is Spike wearing a dress for Rarity. Clearly, there's no other way. So, yeah, this episode was great. Was it better than Gauntlet of Fire? Honestly, as much as I loved Gauntlet of Fire, this one really does knock it out of the park. It's nice to see that Spike has had some form of growth and can now technically count as a teenage dragon. We get a bit more of an insight into dragon biology, and it was just an overall enjoyable episode. This could definitely be a contender for the best episode of Season 8 so far. This is BronyDan saying, Nostar.
Think of all the joy you'll find when you leave the world behind and bid your cares goodbye.